Yes, hello and welcome back to another video from Smarlax Music Productions. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to excite a reggae, a mono reggae guitar strum. Alright, so I'm just gonna walk you through the steps and show you how we can get this simple guitar strum as you're hearing. Alright, we're gonna make it very exciting and more interesting, and you know, spreading it and doing all sort of stuff. Alright, so if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please feel free to be a part of our channel, our community. We will reason music together and learn together. So you can go ahead and hit that subscribe button and be sure to hit the notification bell and click all so you are notified when every content is available. I have quite a few people telling me that they are not seeing the videos when they come and they are scrolling. That's because you haven't hit that bell. So even if you subscribe already, please, and you haven't hit that notification bell, you have to click the bell. You see three options. You have to click all so you're notified when new contents are released. The minute it's released, you get that beep on your phone or your device that there's a new video available. Alright, so with that said, let's get right into this video and start this thing. So right now the guitar is sounding flat out. Nice wah chaka vibe. Alright, so first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hit right click and duplicate this track. Alright, so I'm gonna duplicate this track, and then I'm gonna go ahead here. Let me just zoom out and show you guys it's, and we could just cut there. You don't even have to do that, but anyway, I'm gonna use a nudge and my keyboard. I'm gonna use my right arrow, left arrow rather, to go a few milliseconds. And this is a setting in Pro Tools where you can go and change your settings, all right, to milliseconds and so on. All right, so I'm at 1 milliseconds right now. All right, and I'm gonna nudge. You can look closely. Let me zoom out some more. You can look close and you see this is moving. I don't go by numbers, by the way. All right, it doesn't matter. I normally just use all right, so I'll just whatever I do to one side, I'll do to the other side. So I'll just nudge 2 times. I put it back, 1 2. All right, so I'm gonna go the other way with 2 milliseconds. All right, and now we're gonna have a guitar sounding like this in a stereo image, by the way. All right, let me just go ahead and show you guys. So we're gonna pan each of these guys, left and right. That's the two track that we've have. All right, right away you guys are hearing a better imagery in the both left and right speakers. All right, so we have nice imaging going on. All right, so let's go back again and maybe do 2 more on each side. All right, as I wasn't zoomed in, so you didn't probably you didn't see the effect in changing, but I did move it. So let's go and see what we have accomplished. All right, so there you have it, even a bit wider, and we can go a bit more extreme with 2 more on each side. All right, so we having it delayed a bit on one side, and it's giving a nice vibe. All right, so what I like to do is I don't like to waste processing power, so I would just go and create a stereo track. Once I've created my stereo track, I would just go ahead, and this is why I love Pro Tools. Many of you guys know, for these little mixing and editing features, I would just drag the tracks and I would have both of them in a stereo feel fashion. All right, you could go about this a different way. I'm going to show you also by just using one single track. Let me just go ahead and pull this back up here, as a matter of fact, and just hold down option and pull it down, so we have those tracks, we retain those tracks up there. All right, so let's go on mute those out. So we have our stereo track. Let me just name it GT Strum, and like always, I will color it to my brown color. All right, and you right away, by just doing this simple trick, you have a much better guitar. All right, so let's delete this track because I won't be needing this one, and let me just go ahead and put back this in its original place, and we'll do the comparison. All right, so let's go ahead and all right, right away you hear the difference. Let's go to the original file. Okay, I should go put it back in the center like it was, flat out. Alright, so it's just a straight up mono guitar strum, nothing exciting. Alright, let's go back to the file that we just did. A nicer image on our left and right speaker. Alright, and it has more character. So these little things that you're doing and contributing to the other little things that you're doing in the whole mix is gonna get the mix exciting. Alright, especially in the rhythm section. Alright, because you know that the kick, the bass, and some things are gonna have to stay in the center. So you need some things on the side, or some movement in the rhythm section, and this is one nice way of doing it. All right, and we're still not there yet. So we're still gonna make it even more exciting. All right, so another way to do this trick here is by go into pitch shift or into delay, and you can get a nice doubler from wave. All right, you want to make it into stereo. All right, so don't use the mono doubler, use the stereo doubler, and it turns the track output, into a stereo track. All right, as you can see. All right, so let's go back again and repeat that step so you guys can see. This is what I love about Pro Tools and these little things. All right, so you go in pitch shift. Look, you're gonna look at the meter in here. Let me just grab this. By the way, the track itself is gonna remain into mono over in this section here. All right, but the signal and the routing is gonna be into stereo, and this plugin works well in all the DAWs, by the way. So you guys don't have to worry about that. All right, so once we go in there, we're gonna go and we're gonna click the stereo. It says mono stereo, but it's actually stereo. All right, and you're gonna watch the meter and the editor or in the mix window, and you're gonna see it's gonna change to a stereo feel. Right? See, so it turns it into a stereo track, and it also delays one side of the guitar. All right. All right. Easily you get that image. All right, and you can go and do the settings. All right, you have even a filter. Alright, so it's a 2-band filter. You can filter out frequencies and from there and do what you want to do. So this plugin is very nice. Alright, let's bypass the plugin. That's a dry. Let's insert it back and you hear what it does. Alright, so right away you get exciting guitar by the default setting on this thing. You can go extreme. Alright, you can even narrow it down, alright, by making it so wide. Alright, well, you might want to go extreme to get it exciting. Alright, you can even detune one side or the other side, right? Alright, so you can do detuning there and so on and just messing around to the setting that you like. Alright, so it's a nice plugin. Alright, you can do it manually by just moving things around here, or you can go into different parameters and change numbers. Alright, so this plugin is one of my favorite plugins in Waves. And guys, don't be afraid to use this and backing vocal. If you finish with your backing vocal, you can just put this on the bus. Alright, just drop this plugin on the bus of the backup vocal, and it will spread it and give it a nice chorus effect. Alright, so this is one of the tricks that I use on the backing vocal bus. Alright, you can put it on the backing vocal bus, and it will spread it and give it, and just drop it on it and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, so this is one way of doing it, but because I'm low on CPU power, as you guys know, I'm struggling with this computer forever, I rather to do it the manual way, by duplicating the track, because this plugin is going to eat up some CPU. So I try to use my resources efficiently. Alright, so this method, I don't use this method. I used to when my computer used to work well, by saving time to just drop a plugin and instead of delaying each side by manually. But I am cramped with this computer, so I no longer do this method, right, until I get a new machine, and I don't know when that is what that will be. Right, so let's just take this off and show you guys. All right, so let's just move on and see what we can do. So my next move is I try to use the plugins that are very efficient, you know, and not eating up so much CPU. So I would go to this simple amp here that comes with Pro Tool, Sans Amp. All right. Alright, let's put some drive. Just a little. Alright, let's take down the low a bit. Alright, let's try some punch. All right, let's not trouble much of that. You see how effective this amp is? I mean, you're hearing everything that the guitarist is doing. It's bringing out a lot of different things in the guitar and the fretboard. All right, so all right, let's just keep the buzz out. Let's still work with a clean strum. All right, so we go with the high already, and that's basically it. It's out. Alright, so all we're gonna do now is just probably add some gain back into it. Level. Let's push the preamp a bit. Alright, guitar is more direct and more refined. Let's put some more highs, so we can cut through the rhythm section. We need that prominent guitar tracker in it. We don't want it to last in the mix, so let's just get it that tone, you know, a little bit brighter, and that's we should be comfortable with that. When we put it in the mix, we should know where it's at, and if anything, we can come back here and do our tweaking. All right, so you guys, I know I'm excited about my CLA guitar, and it's another guitar amp that don't eat up so much of my CPU power, and I love the tone of it. So I have my CPU, my CLA here on a bus, and I'm gonna now send this guitar through it. Alright, and you can hear more excitement as I add it in. Alright, that's the delay. Perfect for reggae. Alright, we can use different types. Alright, and we can turn it down and keep it moderate in the background. Alright, but it's doing its work. Alright, alright, so now we just go and turn down and balance things out, and faders, alright, in the mix. Alright, also gonna add some plate on this plugin. These guitars work with plate well, and to get them alright, you guys can hear that plate, how that plate is coming through. Alright, so the plate plugin, reverb, plate reverb works well in reggae and just about anything. Alright, another one reverb is spring verb, that works well as well. Alright, so the spring verb works well. Alright, so I'm currently using this D-verb plate. Alright, and alright, and you see how exciting it is on the track. Alright, and this is a factory stock D-verb. Normally I would use my Abbey Road plate. I probably switch out to it, but I think I'm satisfied with this one at the moment until I dig deeper. If it's not needed, I won't use the Abbey Road, but this plugin is a killer plugin from the very first version. So yeah, my CPU is cranking a bit here. Alright, so yeah, I think that's it for now. Alright, so what you would do is just go and just compress and tame your thing a bit more, you can also throw a EQ on and do some EQing if you like. All right, and so on. But you just tame it with the compressor and make sure it's just tucked where it's so. All right, as I'm saying, just tuck it where it should be, and it should be good. All right, so hope you guys learn something and enjoy this video. If you do, please show some support by hitting that that thumbs up, and share the video. All right, so enough respect, enough love. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bless up and enough love.